This is the KIIS FM Community Council.
A presentation of the Public Affairs Department of 102.7 KIIS FM Los Angeles.
And let's kick off another edition of the Community Council right now. I'm your host, Jesse Lozano, and every single week we like to talk to all those good people out here in LA and Orange County, the ones that are truly doing all the great things that maybe all of us don't have time to do, or don't have the resources, or don't have the money, or don't have the whatever. They're all the people that are sleeping good at night because they're working for causes that really need some help. So once again, we have a live in-studio guest to kick off the show, which is always really fun. I do lots of phone interviews, Fred, so it gets a little bit, 20 minutes of talking to somebody on the phone is only so fun after a while. I want to welcome Fred in. He'll be representing No Worries Now Foundation.
No Worries Now, yeah.
No Worries Now.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
No, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Now, you're very unprepared when you showed up. You had no idea that you were going to be... So you were coming all the way to a building with all these radio stations and to talk about something that you're a part of, and nothing in your head said, hey... Maybe I'm going to get interviewed.
No, I really thought I was going to be here, give you guys some flyers and tell you guys what we do, but...
nah, man, we'll make it way better.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So it's interesting, on your email it says, No Worries No Worries Now Foundation was started by a local teenager named Fred Scarf, obviously you. Thanks to, I guess not thanks to, in a weird way, inspired by something that happened with your best friend. Talk about the story that really kind of made you want to start this nonprofit organization, and then we'll talk about what you're actually doing with it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, right now, even though I look like I'm 13, thank God your viewers can't see me, but I'm actually 20. But when I started the foundation, I was 15 years old.
Gotcha.
I was in high school like everyone else, and I had a friend who passed away from cancer, and it was really hard. And one thing that I think really got to me was the fact that life goes on, and how the world just keeps on moving, even though you still think about the person you loved or who passed away every single day. And I was really ambitious when I was 15 years old, and I thought I could cure cancer and try to find a cure. So I actually started a nonprofit to do that, but I quickly realized that's too ambitious.
That's a pretty big task.
That's a little too ambitious.
And you got to think about how many millions are already being spent on that every year. You know what I'm saying?
So I really thought about what was important to people our age, what really got girls going and really got everyone excited. And one of the things was prom. And that's actually what we wanted to do together, was go to prom. And I realized that there'd be a lot of kids like my friend out there who may not have the opportunity to attend prom. And so that's exactly what we do, is we organize proms for teens who may not live long enough to attend their own prom. So it's teens with cancer, teens in the hospital, other life-threatening illnesses.
So you'll go to a hospital and throw a little mini prom like at a hospital or type of thing?
No.
Or you throw one big one and you bring a bunch of kids out that really need it type of thing? Or
Exactly.
Gotcha.
What we do is we organize a prom, and we work with professional event organizers, get cool venues. Last year we did it at Sony Picture Studios.
Oh, wow.
This year we're doing it at Madame Tussauds in Hollywood, the
Cool.
Wax Museum. And we just go to all the hospitals, all the nonprofits, Make-A-Wish, basically everyone out there, and send out the invitations, and everyone just kind of comes together and parties.
Very cool. And and obviously it's for a great cause. And talk about some of specifically the kids that you're helping. You know what I'm saying? Give me a couple of great stories that you remember. I'm sure this isn't your first event, right?
No. We've actually started the first prom we did. It was actually kids. It was for 16 kids, and then the year after that, the numbers went up to 80-something.
Cool.
Year after that, it was around 100. Last year was about 200. This year's going to be around 500. So,
wow.
So,
but yeah, give me some sort of personal just reminder every day that you sit with and you go, man, I can't believe that one girl that we helped. She was so happy to be here.
Yeah, well, for me, the thing that I get a really big kick out of is the families, because a lot of people really dedicate a lot of attention to the kids who have cancer, but I'm always interested in looking at the families and seeing the moms and the dads and the siblings, and see how they react to their kids getting dressed up and excited and having fun, because I think for the families, they need a break as much or maybe even more sometimes than the actual kids. But I'd say one great anecdote, this is actually a great one. Last year we had a kid, a very sweet girl. She came to the prom and was kind of like, I don't really know if I should go. So she came and was so wowed by the whole thing. She started her own nonprofit. And
Look at that.
So
probably because you're so young and everyone's like, what the heck, man? This guy looks like 12 years old. I could do this, no problem.
Yeah, so she's kind of starting her own nonprofit, and it's kind of cool to see the kids come to the prom and just feel so energized to the point where they want to do their own projects. So a lot of them are doing their own stuff, and So it's cool to kind of inspire that, you know?
Now, I know the friend that you lost died of cancer. What are some of the other life-threatening illnesses and diseases that you actually see with some of the kids that take part in the prom?
We see a lot of things. We see a lot of cancer. We see HIV. We see diabetes. A lot of tumors, different types of brain tumors. So it really is across the spectrum, and
Sure.
we really don't. That's why it's life-threatening, because we really feel like, in the end of the day, everyone kind of endures the same experience and feels the same feelings, and so that's kind of why we're so open. And there's many people of many colors there.
That's cool. It's a good business model, man, because then everybody has a place to go.
Yeah.
Talk about, I guess, what teenagers need to do if they want to be involved with this prom, because obviously you don't just get 500 kids, from out of nowhere.
Definitely. Well, a really good way to actually support, the best way to support us is we sell T-shirts, and the shirts pay for one kid to go to prom. So the shirts, we're going to be selling shirts, and the shirts are going to say, "Ask me what this shirt did," and it's a good,
Yeah, for sure. And then you go,
conversation piece.
I send someone to prom.
Yeah, exactly.
They have potentially one of the most fun and reckless nights of their lives on me.
So there's going to be those shirts coming out in about a month. We always sell shirts, and the shirts are usually the way people can support. And really, just getting involved. We also ask anyone if anyone wants to volunteer, they always can, and we don't reject anyone to volunteer. We're very open about that, because we really feel like this is a community thing.
Sure, of course. Now, how do actually teenagers? How do they take part in the prom? Where do you get the actual participants?
Well, we work with hospitals, so we work with Make-A-Wish, Children's Los Angeles, UCLA. We work with social workers, and they just pass on the message.
Got you. So if you're one of those people that's listening and you know somebody, it's not one of those things that they could just call and sign up and head out, or
they can, and they can do that too. If you do know somebody, go to our website www.noworriesnow.org. And you can sign up anyone who qualifies.
Gotcha. Okay, well, great, man. This is really great with 20 years old. You're doing so much already. To have an organization like this that's really giving back, like the way it is. The thing is, too, people get addicted to, guiding these teenagers.
Yeah.
It's an interesting age, because they're really kind of miniature adults, but on the same hand, they're really looking for somebody to kind of show them, to show them how to look outside themselves and look outside the box. So it's very cool that you even got people to start their own nonprofits off of this, my brother. That's good news.
Well, and also it's growing really fast. And next year we're planning to do prom. In 2012, we're doing it in LA, San Francisco, New York City, and we're also planning Buffalo, New York.
Oh, wow.
So eventually...
is this basically a full-time job for you now? I mean, are you working on this all year long?
I'm in college, but I do this. I do stand-up also.
No way you do stand-up?
That's also one of the ways we do a lot of fundraising for this. And then also at every prom, what we do is I have a mother, and she's kind of a diva.
Gotcha.
And so we always play a joke on her at every single prom. So this one's going to be pretty good. So
wow.
If anything, if there's no way to get involved, and you just tune in to see what the joke's going to be, because each year it gets bigger and each year it gets better.
Well, this is great, man. The No Worries Now Foundation, my boy Fred, doing great things for kids out there that are really looking for a...
Boy, why not man? I can be a man.
You could be a man.
Or am I a guy? I'm like halfway
But
there.
I don't say my man.
Oh, I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
That's what a girl's supposed to say.
Yeah,
it's my man. It's my man Fred. My boy, my dog. But I'm not Randy Jackson from Idol, so I can't say dog.
True,
He took that. Either way, man, doing big things, and I think that we should just hang on to our phone number, because I'm sure you'll have more events coming up and
Definitely.
such. Come back on. You didn't realize it, man. You thought you were just coming to this big old building with all these radio stations to pass out flyers, and we have ways to get the word out, man.
Yeah, I was
ways.
I was thinking about how I'm going to get my parking validated, but I guess I have more to think about.
Yeah, more to think about. There's going to be on a few different radio stations here in Los Angeles, so we'll get the word out definitely, and we're going to stick all your information up on our website too. So if you're driving in the car right now, you know how to do it. Just go to whatever radio station's website you're listening to the Community Council on right now. Type in the keyword section council. That'll get you to our page, and you can find out everything you need to know about the No Worries Now Foundation and everything Fred Scarf. Cool name, dude. Everything Fred's doing over there, and hopefully you can help out with it too. I'm sure with this town and the opportunities and resources that everybody has, there's I'm sure lots of ways if you want to volunteer your time, some resources, some equipment. I'm sure there's some kind of cool way these guys could benefit.
Yeah, and we're actually doing a lot of events coming up. We're doing I'm doing a lot of stand-up shows. We also try to keep our fundraising events fun, so we are going to do a lot of karaoke nights.
Cool.
So if you guys want to come and sing with us.
Little karaoke situation.
And serenade us. That'd be fun.
Wow. Okay, cool. The details are going to be on the website, you guys. I want to thank Fred Scarf for coming in. Once again, the No Worries Now Foundation. Fred, thanks so much, dude.
Thank you.